continuing with the halachot with Asara TEVET. We'll just explain what happens for tomorrow, right? We'll just explain the following. We know that Asara TEVET is basically one of the only fasts that actually falls out on a Friday, on a Erev Shabbat. If you remember, we once brought down the Budaham that if it would actually fall out on Shabbat, we would also fast on Shabbat, which means that it has such a level of actually like Kippur. Think about it, there's no other fast that you fast on Shabbat. Tisha B'Av falls on Shabbat, it's pushed off to Sunday. Right? Shiva Sabet Tammuz falls out on Shabbat, it's pushed off to Sunday. But it's a very special fast of Asara B'Tevet. Now we know that if it's going to come out on Friday, we actually do fast, and we have to fast until nighttime, which means it does not help to come and to bring Shabbat in earlier and now say, listen, it's already Shabbat, so now you don't have to fast. You have to fast just like every other fast until the nightfall, which is going to be 6:13 for those that do not find it difficult to fast. If somebody has much more difficulties in fasting, so then it's going to be even until 6:06, but for sure it's going to be until nightfall, which means that a person has to fast. Now, what happens tomorrow, though, is very interesting, is that we know that on Erev Shabbat, we do not say Tacharunim once after it becomes the time of the Mincha, after Chatzot. So therefore, what happens is that after the time of the Chatzot, when we're not going to do Tacharunim anymore, so therefore you stop Tacharunim, there's no Tacharunim. So what happens now is like this. So for tomorrow morning, the fast is going to start at 5:50, which is going to be the time of the Alot HaShachar, just like every other fast that we start at the time of Alot HaShachar. And then what happens is that when it's going to come now, during the time, the entire morning is normal, because on a Friday morning we also do Tacharunim. So Friday morning is going to be a normal Tefillah of Asara B'Tevet. That's normal. When it comes now during the time of Mincha, now we don't do Tacharunim. We will still take out the Sefer Torah and read by Chal Moshe, because at the end of the day it's a fast day, but we do not do the Tacharunim. So there's not going to be the Vidui, there's not going to be right after the when you take back the Sefer Torah, it's Beshuv Hashem et Shivat Zion Einu Kecholmim. You're not going to come and you're not going to do like a normal fast day. But there's going to be another halacha now. What about tefillin? So the minhag, even though our minhag is like Shitat Rambam and Maran, that usually we do put on, right, the tefillin during the time of mincha. However, though, over here now it's going to be different, because since it's going to be Erev Shabbat, so therefore we're not going to put on tefillin. So there's two ways of doing it. We do not pray mincha gdola, but we could do a mincha at 2 p.m., which again, the 2 p.m. mincha is again without tefillin, because it's not mincha gdola, but it's without tefillin. And what we do is again, we do the mincha, we take out the Sefer Torah. After taking out the Sefer Torah, we take it back. We're still going to be saying Anenu, and then right afterwards we finish. There's another one which is going to be a mincha right before Arvit. So the regular mincha though, but we have to do it a little bit earlier, because obviously we have to save the Sefer Torah. So therefore we have to finish the mincha before Shabbat. So therefore what we're going to be doing is that we're going to be probably doing mincha around, let's say, 5 o'clock, which means that it's earlier, it's 20 minutes earlier than usual, right? We start with the Lamnatseach, we do after the Kriyat Torah. When we finish the mincha, that will be, let's say, around 5:20ish. Now we will start the Shira Shirim as usual, and then we go to the Kabbalat Shabbat and we do Arvit. Now again, afterwards, right, the way that you're doing it is that when you're going to say Kiddush on Friday night, that's when you're actually coming and breaking the fast. But it has to be at the time of the Tzeta Shabbat. Not Tzeta Shabbat, the time of the finishing of the Ta'anit. So therefore it's very, very important just to have this in mind, because this is what we're going to be doing for tomorrow. The Be'ezrat Hashem Mincha will be at 5 o'clock, followed by obviously the Kriyat Torah. There will be the finishing of the Mincha, Shira Shirim, and then it will be the time of the finishing of the fast. You'll probably already be home by then, but you'll be doing Kiddush, and right after Kiddush, that's when you're actually breaking the fast for Friday night.